Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Meek again. Today we need to talk about the Louis Vuitton price increase. So let me just say thank you to one of my subscribers, Kitty. You left a comment on my Louis Vuitton birthday video and you're like, have you heard about the price increase? I was like, I have not. And she was like, go check out FoxyLV. So she had posted on her stories. I don't know if they're still live at the moment, but she posted on her stories basically the following information that I'm also gonna type out here. If you don't want to listen, you want to read it. So yeah, here we go. So it's starting from the 15th of August. This is according to her, and she's a very reliable source, which is obviously Sunday. So if you want to score any canvas pieces, you must do so today. Or it really should have been yesterday, but let's say today and Saturday. And obviously, as soon as you see this video, if you have anything you need to buy, you need to go on the website and buy. So she was told the 15th. I think we should stick with that for now. And then something else that she said is it is affecting canvas only. So let's see what the price increase looks like once it actually hits what's it called? Once it actually hits the website. I'm going to do an experiment to support this video. I will basically, after I finish filming this video, I'm going to collect the prices in all the major currencies for all of the major canvas items. And then once the increase is official, next week I'll do a comparison video of the old and new prices to help you out. I know many of you in different parts of the world, so I'll definitely be posting in a lot of the major currencies. So yeah, I hope that will be helpful for you guys to see all the currencies in the world and how the price increase will be affecting different parts of the world. And then the next thing beyond that is the price increase will be from 11% to 25%. That's what she said. That does make sense. Different bags will be affected differently. I do think that they tend to increase prices on products which they think are super popular. So I think, the classics, the Neverfull, the Alma, those will definitely be going up significantly. The Speedy, that will definitely go up as well. Those are super, super hot. The pochette, the Fendi pochette, items like that are always going to be super, super hot. People love them. They're classics at this point. And LV, LV know what time it is. They have access to data that we don't. Those ones, I'm pretty sure those ones are going to go up in price. Now, for me personally, my favorite line at the Dauphine is at the Dauphine. I just put the cat out of the bag. My favorite line at the house is the Dauphine line. So I'm only really looking at the Dauphine to see how that will be priced. Basically once the price increase is official. I'm not too pressed though, because the Dauphine is kind of under the radar pertaining to canvas. Canvas customers don't really look at the line, and I prefer it that way because it's always available on the website. So don't go and buy the Dauphine now. Okay, because the Dauphine is very under the radar, and the Dauphine backpack, for example, as well, super under the radar. Everyone's always talking about the Palm Springs Mini. I'm always looking at the Dauphine backpack. So that one I think is safe. I'm not pressed or worried because I know the Dauphine as a line is safe and won't be affected. But I do think the Alma, the Neverfull, those types of bags, they're definitely going to go up in price significantly. I think something that you can do straight away now is take your favorite bag from the house, use 11% as the minimum increase, use 25% as the maximum, and then you should see how much it could cost. I mean, we'll know basically after Sunday exactly how much everything is. I wasn't actually going to post this video today, but I thought I should get it out to you guys. I'll definitely be posting again next week once we know what the new prices look like worldwide. All of the major houses increased their prices before the holiday season, before Christmas, etc. So it's not really a massive deal to me. A lot of things that people were saying on Facebook is that those Christmas animations, they're going to be super expensive as well. Don't forget, we also have the Virgil and Nigo capsule collection for the menswear side. That is also due. So I'm pretty sure that will probably reflect some increased prices on the menswear side. I think the bottom line basically is this, and this is just how I see things. I don't even really think this is about discontinuing canvas. I do not believe they will fully discontinue canvas. I think what we're going to see is the kind of blending of leather and canvas. Canvas is being de-emphasized in the sort of pure form, like a pure canvas bag. I think we're going to see leather and canvas being blended together. I think we're also going to see different commercial strategies in terms of launching canvas. So for example, I think we'll see things like, I don't know, for example, Wild at Heart, they launched the leather on-prompt pieces first, and then they launched canvas second. I think we're going to see things like that. To me, Louis Vuitton want people who don't just want to buy handbags. And I also kind of understand it, honestly. I'm not a handbag obsessive. So I think for me, I kind of understand where they're going with their business model. I don't think it's cool to like get rid of loyal clients who buy bags every single season. But as much as I cover handbags on this channel, we do talk about bags a lot on this channel. I cover bags because you guys are interested, and I want to make sure that I'm representing you properly. And I love these houses, so for me to talk about bags often is cool. But I wouldn't say I'm like super obsessed with handbags like that. And I think what they want is they want people who are going to be obsessed with the brand as opposed to a bag. So instead of you being like, hey, I love the Speedy or I love the Neverfull, they want you to be like, hey, I love the new, the new weird creepy chairs from Louis Vuitton that they're shoving down our throats. Or I love, the Vivienne and Gaston like mascots. And, they want you to, purchase their ready to wear. They're really, really pushing their clothing and their jewelry at the moment, in addition to exotics, in addition to the hard-sided luggages and leather. I've noticed a massive push pertaining to ready to wear at the moment. And for example, if you look at the vitamins like landing page on the website, you'll see like how much of it is like a lifestyle thing. The vitamins collection was a pre-fall collection. It was a very athleisure like kind of collection. There were some bags in there, but they really were not the focus of the collection at all. And it was really about the clothes. I think that they are super passionate about people who want to basically live Louis Vuitton as a lifestyle. If you're someone who just wants to buy canvas bags every collection, I think in a way they're kind of like, but we want you to come over here and buy jewelry. We want you to come over here and buy clothes. We want you to buy our weird, creepy books as well. They want someone who's going to be in all of the categories. There was a really interesting comment that one of you left many weeks ago, and you said something super interesting about Louis Vuitton VIPs. I know they call them VICs at Louis Vuitton, but I'm just going to call them VIPs. You were saying how last year the kind of definition of a VIP client changed at Louis Vuitton, and they're trying to kind of recalibrate that. I agree. I think if you're someone who spends like $100,000 a year on canvas, you're just not going to be seen the same way as someone who's going to spend $200,000 a year on the steamer trunks, on exotic items, and on ready to wear. That person is absolutely going to be seen in a different way, even if they were just spending $100,000 a year, like the same amount as a canvas person. In light of all of these changes, like where does that leave you guys if you love canvas? I think if you are already grandfathered into a good situation with your CA, and if you spend quite well, I think you probably will definitely be given heads up, hey, canvas items are going to be coming back, and there'll be a canvas item coming this time, and come and see. I think if you're someone who is, you don't have maybe a relationship with a CA and you depend on going to the store, there are tips and tricks, like for example, going when the store opens, because that tends to be when they're like organizing like the stock for the day and things like that, so it's like more likely to get a canvas item. I think something else like to bear in mind is that long term, I think what we're going to see is we're going to see the canvas pieces from Louis Vuitton at the moment are bloated. There are lots of there are lots of canvas items from Louis Vuitton at the moment. I think they're going to slim them down considerably, and I think we're going to have a very curated edit of canvas pieces. I think something else that Louis Vuitton wants to do to people who love canvas and are passionate about canvas, they want you to move to leather. And then from leather, they want to see if they can get you to buy, the hard-sided luggages, the trunks. They want to see if they can get you, to buy exotics. And then they want to see if they can just keep you basically as a fan of the house, a client of the house for a very long time. I think something that they feel is like maybe they have been trying to move canvas clients towards leather. It's been failing. But I do think Louis Vuitton feel like, we're putting so much energy into these lower margin products, whereas we have exotics that are super expensive. We've got the luggage items that are super expensive. It costs the same amount of time and energy to market to someone who's going to buy a £1,000 Alma BB than to buy a £25,000 Capucines exotic. It takes the same amount of marketing money Okay, and the same amount of manpower at the company, and critically the same amount of time. It's much more profitable to say, hey, let's target the person who wants to buy the 25,000 pound capucine, versus the person who wants to buy the 1,000 pound Alma BB, because we'll make more money off that other person. And it's the same thing for all of the categories, like when it pertains to, the luggages and stuff. You might think, okay, who's buying them? A lot of people are buying those items. I think the leather emprunt pieces from Louis Vuitton are an acquired taste, and I think a lot of people don't like them and are just kind of like whatever. I have started to like them. I've actually warmed up to them quite a bit. I'm not mad at them for this. I just feel like what they should do is that it should just be a much more streamlined approach. And if they're going to be decreasing the amount of canvas launches, I think that's fine. But I think that they need to just communicate a bit better. Some people have reported going into Louis Vuitton boutiques, and literally you go and you just see emprunt pieces or exotics and luggage. Like, there are no canvas items. And then if you ask a CA, like, hey, do you have like a canvas piece, and someone like gets really annoyed reading about that on Facebook, I was laughing so hard, because I think, if you're a CA and someone asks you for a canvas, like, it is your job to answer the question. And yes, it is annoying because they get very good commissions on exotics and hard-sided luggages. They probably are irritated when someone comes up and says, hey, can I buy a canvas piece, when they're hoping that that person will buy a leather piece. So there are lots of things that people have been reporting online in terms of getting leather. I think if you are a VIC at Louis Vuitton, you are going to get any canvas item you want. I think the people who are big spenders, and like I said, who are already grandfathered into a good relationship with a CA, and I think if you're someone who spends quite a bit, you definitely are not going to find it hard to get any canvas item that you want. I think something else to note, which I think is really important, is I have noticed in the past month that even with all of these shenanigans pertaining to canvas going on, the US website, literally nothing is available. I've said to you before, the Dauphine line in canvas is completely under the radar. All the people who are obsessed with canvas never look at this line, and I like it that way. So let's keep the secret just between us, okay, those of us watching. And even the Dauphine was like, literally, like, you could not find it on the US site, but on the Euro site, it's always available, even when all the other canvas pieces have sold out. Like, the reverse monogram Dauphine piece is always there and available from the Euro site. That's in English, so that ships from the Netherlands. And I think that the shortage of canvas in the US is definitely way worse than it is in Europe. I mean, obviously, Louis Vuitton is made in France and I think Italy as well. So obviously, there are always going to be more canvas items that are obviously more available in Europe compared to America. Like, the US site is a desert when it comes to canvas. Like, you really do need to be on the website looking. But I would also say go for those like under the radar lines. Like, if you're someone who loves canvas, okay, and you're like, oh my gosh, like, I can't get canvas, like, not everything has to be, a Neverfull. Not everything has to be a Speedy. There are lots of other lines out there, like I said, and there are lots of other products that you can explore and learn more about. I feel like the Petit Sac Plat is also another fantastic bag. I do feel like this one has been empruntized, let's say, because they really are forcing the Petit Sac Plat to be this like emprunt superstar. And there is also an exotic option. I did see an exotic piece for the Petit Sac Plat as well a few weeks ago. So I think just like broaden your horizons if you are looking for those canvas items. Not everything has to be a Neverfull. And yes, I know I'm a Neverfull hater, and I'm cool with that. But I'm just saying, like, those of you who want canvas, like, broaden your horizons and look for other things to buy. I do think that moving forward, it's just going to be even more and more hard to score canvas pieces from the website. That's not to say that it's not going to happen, but for those of you in the US, you really do need to be up really early in the morning, depending on your time zone. I heard that's another trick that a lot of people do. They wake up really early, like before going to work, and try and buy something. So that's also maybe something. Another time a lot of people say works fantastic is midnight, and this works around the world. So midnight as well, or 1 a.m. in the morning, maybe you can be on the website and see. So those of you who are watching this video, and if you had something you wanted to get, by the way, this includes SLGs. If I wasn't clear, it's not just bags, it is SLGs. All things canvas are going up from Sunday, the 15th of August 2021. So if this is important to you, you need to get on it, okay? Something I want to address that I think is super interesting. I saw this on someone else's page. Someone was saying that price increase videos like encourage consumerism and encourage people to spend money and create this like panic and fear of missing out and panic buying. That is not the intention of this video. This video is to inform you and give you the information so you can make your own decisions. We're all adults here. No one is supposed to panic buy anything. But obviously, if you have been looking to purchase something, it just makes more financial sense to purchase it now if you have the funds. For those of you who love Chanel, and if you plan to do Chanel shopping this winter, you should know there will be a price increase before December at some point. I've been looking online, I've been reading so much stuff on social media, and this is what I have found out so far. It should be between October and December. The bags that should be affected, let's say right now, the classic flaps and the cocoa handle. These are rumors, obviously, things go up and down. Also depends on what part of the world you're in, but definitely North America will be affected to this degree, and definitely Europe as well, and Asia. So as you can see, price increases at this point, like Louis Vuitton, Chanel, like they do just come by so often, and I feel like Chanel do theirs in an almost super aggressive way, and I feel like they just don't really care at this point. They just want to make as much money as possible, so you should watch out for that. So we have this Louis Vuitton price increase on the 15th of August. There'll be another Chanel one before December. And also I think I mentioned in my previous video that we'll be doing a video about Fendi next week. And Fendi have launched a new line, a new bag, some new fashion jewelry. I was looking at some of the pricing of the fashion jewelry. It's pretty much the same. The prices don't really seem to have increased. So Fendi has maintained their prices at the moment for their new releases, at least for this particular collection. I can't speak for other things if there have been increases or not. So I just wanted to equip you guys with the financial information to make your own decision. Everyone makes their own decision here. No one is forced to purchase anything. I think sometimes like price increase videos can get kind of whingy, you know, people kind of, you know, like a moan about it, and that's not really my vibe and my style. No one is forced to buy these items. If you don't want to buy them, don't buy them. For those of you who are passionate and curious about making a purchase this month, etc., you must do it before Sunday so that you can save money and then you can use that money to do other things. I would love to know what you guys think of everything that's going on at Louis Vuitton at the moment. Do you think that they're trying to reach new clients? Do you think they want new people? I'm super curious to know what you guys think. As usual, I'm sorry for posting a video today on Friday. It's just that I had to share this info with you because it's like, you know, super important to share it. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, turn on notifications. Please turn on your notifications. That's so much more important to me. And I really need more of you to turn on notifications. So make sure you do that, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video.